Just wondering, where you guys saw the game turn, and I feel like we're accustomed to seeing you guys be able to bounce back from some deep deficits. I'm wondering what didn't go you guys' way to be able to bounce back from being down early today.
We did bounce back actually. We were down 4 a couple times, and they pushed it up. I mean, they responded after every run we made, and we got to give them credit for that. But I think we were down early. We got ourselves back into the game. We were down like 12-15, and then we got back, cut it. It was 82-77. Then we found a three-point shooter, and that's when they kind of took control. So I felt like we were right there. We just couldn't get over the hump.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Some of those three-point shots, Kevin, came from Chris Middleton. I'm just wondering what you saw from him tonight.
That's you, Malika?
I
heard that music in the background.
Yeah, the arena's, it's popping.
You should pause that. Yeah. Middleton, I mean, the first few threes he hit was off offensive rebound, kick-outs, threes, and then we fouled him a couple times, got to the free throw line. I think we fouled him 3 times shooting threes, so that got his rhythm going, and he's a shot maker, so you see the ball go in the basket, you get more confidence. So we fouled him on threes, and every time it felt like they got offensive rebound, he hit a three. So, he made timely shots for him.
Did you see any difference in James's comfort level? It seemed like he was moving a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah, he was moving he was moving better today, but that's a tough injury, and he gutting it out for us, and we're not expecting too much from him movement-wise. But he going out there and giving it his all, and we respect that.
Thanks, Kevin.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Kevin, in the fourth quarter, you guys were within 5 points, and they got that 18-2 run. You feel like that was more of a breakdown on offense than defense because you just weren't getting enough help from enough places, and it wasn't diverse enough for you guys to get up and get into transition, and they just kind of wore you out.
Yeah, I mean, Joe hit that three, like I said, to cut it to 5, and the momentum switched when they came down and got the 3 shots, and we called a timeout, and then they just regrouped after that. And for the most part, offensively, like a couple possessions, we stagnant. We turned the ball over, but for the most part, we still just kept playing, and that's what we're all about. Just keep playing, keep trying to win the possession. I mean, on offense, we're trying to patch things together and make plays for each other, but sometimes it's not going to be there. So I think defensively, we tried to lock in as much as possible after our offense was stalling, but we put ourselves in position to be in the game late. But they made a huge run.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Kevin, you just touched on what I was going to ask you. So to pivot a little bit, you guys shot 9 for 30 from 3. Steve said it seemed like you guys were getting decent looks for most of the game. Do you chalk it up to just make or miss league, or maybe you're forcing stuff at times?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you could chalk it up to a lot of that stuff. Maybe we rushed a few shots. Maybe, they got a good contest, or we just missed it. But we can't concern ourselves with that. We put the work in every day as individuals, and we got to trust in that once the games come around. But defensively, turn the ball over early like we did. We can't allow that stuff. Shots gonna go in, and shots you're gonna go through lulls when you can't make a shot. But we gotta stay disciplined and keep the ball in our hands and take good shots.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, Kevin. Getting outscored like 26-4 in transition. I mean, in your mind, is that just missing shots and turnovers on the offensive end, letting them get out and run too much, or is that not picking guys up, in transition, get back?
I mean, they're a fast team in transition. They got Giannis who can sprint the floor, and that's what they emphasize is getting out on the break. But I think we gave them a lot of opportunities from, especially tough shots, turnovers, and they thrive off that stuff. So we got to be better.
Last question, Ian O'Connor with the New York Post.
Yeah, Kevin, obviously, Tuesday night you delivered one of the great playoff performances we've ever seen. To try 48 hours later on the road to duplicate that physically and emotionally, how hard is that to do?
I wasn't even trying to duplicate anything. I mean, I was just trying to go out there and play each possession. I'm not trying to be a hero out there. I know we can't win a basketball game by myself, so I just try to play the right way, take the shots that were there. A few of them I feel like I rushed just to try to get us back into the flow and switch the momentum a bit. But for the most part, I thought I was aggressive to put pressure on the defense, and I got to keep the ball in my hands a little bit more. But being aggressive is always positive for us, especially when I'm going downhill. So I try not to duplicate huge nights like that. I just trying to let the game flow, and tonight wasn't our night.
Thanks, Kevin. We appreciate it.